What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, October 11th, 10/11/2017. Headed into work for the day. It's a little bit wet. It's not really quite raining, but yesterday was my parents' 47th wedding anniversary. It's amazing. So what's new? So today's another really decent payday for BitConnect. I think it's like $238. Tomorrow's gonna suck. It's like 0.03%. So I'm only gonna be making like 35 bucks or so tomorrow. But so I've been hearing through the grapevine that Bitcoin is gonna be doing another fork. Something about SegWit versus SegWit 2x. And I'm thinking that this is gonna be the last or the next big jump for Bitcoin. They're talking about the SegWit 2x people are backed by like NASDAQ and some big money, deep pocket enterprises and all that. I haven't done much research, so it's just kind of going off of what I've heard from other people and stuff like that. But I want to say it's going to happen in November. So typically what happens is before stuff like this goes down, some people drive the market down to crash, and then you can scoop it up for cheap. Bitcoin, BitConnect coin, any sort of coins, and then it'll go in a hard fork and go fucking higher than it's ever been. So I think what I might do is potentially hold all my earnings until the hard fork. If it does crash prior to then, like between now and November, whenever, then slide all my earnings from my lending wallet over into Bitcoin. So basically buy Bitcoin for dirt cheap, and then ride it back up. So, I've seen this multiple times. It's getting to the point where it's so predictable. I've talked about it here in the vlog about like the guys with Jamie or whatever from Chase or JP Morgan or whatever. They're all in on this fucking shit. So they're trying to buy it up cheap as they can. So they, essentially are manipulating the market, driving it down, getting it cheap, and then, riding it back up or whatever. So it's unbelievable. But it's happened more than once now. And yeah. So one BitConnect coin is worth like $165 right now, and Bitcoin itself is worth like $4,900. It almost hit 5K yesterday. It's just unreal. It's unbelievable how this is panning out. I took a gamble months back, slid everything over into Bitcoin, and now I'm a big advocate of Bitcoin versus Ether. Ether is great. Ether's still doing its thing. It's hovering around $300, but it's still not recovering as quickly, as swiftly, as fast as Bitcoin, and it's always been like that. It's its own entity in terms of coins, but it still seems like it's heavily dependent on Bitcoin. So whatever Bitcoin does, Ether kind of follows suit at a slower pace. So it's kind of interesting how that works. But with all the buzz going on with Bitcoin itself, a lot more money, a lot more market cap in Bitcoin compared to Ether. And that happens all the time. When Ether's in the news and headlining and all that, then Ether rallies and that. But Bitcoin, man, it's like old faithful. It's an interesting journey, all this cryptocurrency stuff. I thought Bitcoin would almost like die out and Ether would take over, just because Ether had more security features and various other features, smart contracts, all that type of stuff. but I didn't know that they could just do a hard fork and implement new tech into Bitcoin. And they've been doing that with Ether, and recently they just in August they did it with Bitcoin. So very interesting, very interesting. So they're talking about with the next hard fork, when it splits, there'll probably be 2 coins again. So right now there's Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash. When it hard forks, I'm guessing Bitcoin Cash will ultimately die out completely, and then those 2 will live on. We'll see. But it's all kind of interesting. So last night I worked on the car a little bit. I kind of had to. So I was just kind of, I needed to change the oil, and I needed to rotate my tires. So I rotated the tires yesterday, and I was getting some weird noises, some weird issues on the front passenger side. And when I took that tire off, the inner like sidewall is kind of like shredded. It's almost like the tread and all that is separating from the tire. So from some bad wear and all that type of stuff. So that tire is now in the spare tire slot in the trunk. This car, thank God, has a full-size spare. So I just basically installed the spare for the time being. So I'm gonna get I gotta get that tire replaced. So right now, I mean, it's holding air, so technically it would work, but yeah, I don't feel safe driving on that. So at some point, maybe this weekend, maybe next week, I don't know, but I need to drop that tire off and get it replaced, swapped out. And I'm thinking probably sometime closer towards winter, I'm gonna have to get all new tires. So if I get that one tire replaced in another month or 2, I'll probably get the rest of them replaced. I got to look up my paperwork and all that, but I want to say that I got 40K miles on this set of tires. So they were expensive. Yeah, they were $400, $500, $600, whatever. But I do a lot of driving. So change the oil at 165,600 miles, and next change will be in probably by 170,000. I got the baby Soph in the car. She stole Grant's seat as soon as he got out to go to his mom's, and she's going to Vicky's old place. We only got a few more weeks left of being able to do that. Yeah, until the old place is gone. I don't know what's going to happen then. I can't possibly go drop Grant off to his mom's on Wednesdays and drive all the way to Vicky's new place and then to work and still make it to work at a reasonable time. So I might only be able to make it to Vicky's new place on like Thursdays or something like that. We'll have to see. We're going over by Luke's tonight. Well, I'm going over by Luke's tonight. I think he's got his whole reloading set up finally in action. So he's got a special tumbler system. He's got a press, and he's got all that stuff. So all the tools and all that. So it looks like his setup's a lot more expensive than the route that I wanted to go and more time consuming, but his will be more precise and all that. I just want to shoot a fuck ton of ammo. I don't really care at this point yet about like super mega precision. I mean, 100, 200, 600 yard range, I don't know, maybe you'll see that difference. I doubt it. So the what I'm looking at is like the kit that I want is like $240, and then I would just need like a oh, what's it called, like the media separator and then the tumbler, so that might be another $100 or something. So we're not looking at that much money here. So under 500 bucks with an extra set of turrets and stuff like that. He said he's got like $1,600 into his reloading setup. So, you know, it is what it is. I just don't. Hey, I get it, man. Go in strong, go overboard. But tired. This weather's been sucking ass. Now the sun's not even up when we wake up. It's not fun. So nobody wants to get up. Grant wet the bed last night, so I was up at 3 a.m. changing sheets, changing him. My sinuses have been going batshit crazy, but we're still doing our thing. So I'm trying to get caught up on my daily renders. I'm like 3 weeks behind. It's insane. I gotta really focus on that. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do that today. Today I need to, first thing when I get into the office, I need to run some connections and stand up a rack. I forgot that I needed to make that happen yesterday. I think there's a contractor coming today to basically get that up and running and all that. So we need to hustle. I don't know when they're coming or what, but yeah, I was mad. I didn't realize that until I was leaving yesterday. I was like, oh man, I think they're coming tomorrow. So it's either the 11th or the 14th, or I gotta look it up, but not good. So that's it. Gonna try to make it to the range this weekend. I heard it's supposed to rain all weekend, so I need to do some yard work, some more laundry, put away laundry, all that, and then we have photo shoots like fucking everywhere. We have a photo shoot that's like another hour away. A lot going on. So stay tuned for more. That's it. Hey, just getting out of work, and it's right at 5, so traffic is gonna be a biatch. Well, the end of an era comes here. Today made about 238 bucks in BitConnect, and unfortunately tomorrow is 0.03%. So I'm only gonna be making like 30-40 bucks tomorrow. Kind of sucks, but what was I gonna say? I feel like I might have an ear infection still. It's kind of like cold and rainy, so that weather might have something to do with what I'm feeling. But also my left side, there's something going on with like my arm and shoulder. It happened yesterday, just seemingly randomly. Like I got like this like shooting pain in my arm, and like I feel like weird wincing pain like when I push or pull or like kind of like press with this arm. I don't know. I was unloading servers all day yesterday morning, fine, no problem, and then all of a sudden like something like happened. So I don't know if it's like a nerve issue or like a shoulder cuff or whatever they call that. I don't know. So yeah, getting old, man. Keto diet. Been doing this keto diet for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Haven't really cheated much. There's only been like a couple days where I had maybe like 50 carbs versus like 20 or less. But it's working. It's working. I lost probably about 15 pounds or so. Feeling better. I can, you know, my tummy's flattened out. I've been drinking a lot less pop and a lot more water. So it's been going well. It's been going really well. But that's kind of everything going on for the day. I already got over $1,000 in my lending wallet in BitConnect, and I can't believe it. It's crazy. I just cashed out $2,000. I received it today. Actually, the bank posted it. It says yesterday. I don't know if that's true or not. But so I paid off 2 credit cards, and I put $1,300 towards one of my other 0% credit cards. So that one had like a 12-month term or whatever. I need to aggressively pay that one off first. And then the second card had an 18-month term. So what I'm going to do is pay off that one. It's got a little over $5,000 left on it now. Once that's paid off, I'll save any other subsequent earnings so I can do a 20K loan. So I need at least 4K more crypto, and to add into my 16K or 15K, I should say, that we'll be releasing in January. So plenty of time, but yeah, I cashed out 2K and I already have a little over 1K saved up. So I'm trying to decide what I need to do, if I need to hold my lending wallet for the next hard fork of Bitcoin, and then I'll have, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 to drop into Bitcoin or whatever. You got to do some research. I've been so busy, haven't had any time to play with that, figure that out. So stay tuned for more.